Hey guys, it's Lisa Sanders, and I'm here to talk to you today about critically thinking and how to do so. And I'm going to use an example to help us transfer that into real life terms of potty training a child and how to critically think about the information that you're presented with in that situation. So, the definition of critically thinking is an intellectual process of analyzing or evaluating information to form a conclusion. And it's a very important process in our lives. It's how we come to truly understand everything and anything that we see or hear throughout our lives. And it's how we develop our personal experiences and personal beliefs based on those experiences. So I took some 5 steps from the McGraw-Hill Higher Learning source that I found online. Those steps are knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis and synthesis, and then evaluation. So we're going to talk about the first one first, of course, knowledge. So this is about what do you really know about the subject. You have to bring all of those things into play. And let's talk about the kid with the potty training. You need to think about how long have you been with this kid? Have you changed their diaper? How do they act when they change their diaper? Are they vocal about things? Do they understand what's going on? Do they understand that they're going to the bathroom, that it's an action that they're doing? When the topic is brought up with other children, maybe on a flashcard, or maybe you're potty training other kids in the class, how do they act about that? Do they seem excited? Do they seem curious? So how do they do at home? Ask the parents. You need to know everything about your kid before you start potty training as well. And that leads you to the second step, which is comprehension, which is understanding all of that information, to understand it completely. How do they act at home? Do they get on the potty at home? Do they actually pee in the potty at home? Or is it just, do they try? Do they get scared? Do they seem excited? So comprehend all of that information to fully point you in the right direction. The third step is application. And this is when you actively apply the information to real life. So you're actually going to take that child to the bathroom at the daycare, see how that happens. And you ask yourself with your own experiences, how did they act? Do they seem scared? Do they seem excited? Do they want to do it? Do they understand what's going on? And do they need to see somebody else do it? Do they feel uncomfortable? I mean, application. Feed off what's going on with those kids, how they're acting, and see what just goes on and just experiment. That's the best way to do anything with kids. And that'll bring you to step 4, which is analysis and synthesis. Analysis is where you break all that information apart, and the synthesis will be when you put all that information back together to form your analyzed conclusion. So you analyze the information, you break it all apart. Did they do better by themselves? Do they do better with others? How do they act emotionally? All of that. Do they feel accomplished? Did they know that it was something that was good? That's very, very important with kids. It's positive reinforcement. It's very, very important. Then you put all of that information together and continue with that information in order to see what will happen and see if progress is made, and track that progress so that you can know where to go next. Then that'll bring you to the final step, which is evaluation. And you know, and why? Because you have things to back it up, and you know what direction that kid should go in. You know what they need to do. You can talk to the parent, and this kid can move forward in the potty training process, which is a very, very important thing to get through. And in dealing with kids, you always have to be passionate, rational, but also sensitive. And those are sometimes some hard things to put all together into one and work all together. But hopefully you can take these skills, your child development skills, and critically think about the information, and also take this information about critically thinking into other areas of your life. So let's do our best. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.